Hello, I'm Paper Girl 1. Welcome back to my channel. I'm just settling into my seat for a sec. Moving shit around. Sorry, moving the things around in my, on my chair because I have like a... I would say it is a gaming chair. It's one of those weird, like, Chinese ones, I think. Or Japanese ones, I don't know. Anyway, it like came with cat ears and all that shit, and it's like got a cat head pillow. Yeah, anyway. Eventually you guys will be able to see it, but because eventually I will do face cam, but I'm still hesitant to do so. Anyway, because I'm rambling, let's just hop into it before I ramble too much and like we just don't get into it. But yeah, Act 2, Starlight Sonata, number 11, Trouble in Paradise, 9th of the astral moon. Right. I forgot that these two would be here immediately. Good morning. Good morning, Clay. Did you sleep well? I did. It took ages for you to fall asleep. I was too excited thinking about our adventure. But I slept very well. Happy to hear that. Tia, did you sleep? She passed out right after she had some soup. I hoped that Lady Cassiopeia would send me signs for my divine mission in my dreams. Did she? I don't remember. Sounds like you slept well then. Anyhow, I see you had time to prepare the quest. Wonderful. Let's get started. Let's take this one step at a time. Clay, I was looking forward to some soup. Then I hope you like lentils. I left some with your purple friend and told him to keep an eye on it. Well, I hope Andu enjoyed that soup. Thank you for feeding my familiar, Clay. Of course. Oh my god, I'm already messing up. It's okay. Oh gosh. I'm yawning. This ain't good. I was gonna open a drink that I have on my desk, but I don't think I will. Oof. Sorry, I'm doing something. There we go. That should help a little bit. Did you two enjoy your soup? Very much. Clay is quite the talented chef, even though eating it did make me very tired. And Tia is a very good cooking companion. It took a while to make, so we had a lot of time to talk. It was nice. What did you talk about? Friendship bracelets, I hope? Not quite. Many things. I thought it'd be fun to make her niece one of the little dolls my granny taught me to make. The ones with the flower dresses and mini axes. Interesting. I don't have any siblings or cousins, but Tia said she's gonna make little star lamps for my parents' garden. Is that so? He offered to cook for my family, and I can't afford to cook for his. My cooking skills are unimportant to my destiny, but I thought if I were to visit, it would be appropriate to bring some sort of thank you gift. And who wouldn't want some stars in their garden, especially now? That sounds lovely. Have you ever visited the Highlands before? No, not thus far, though I have always wanted to. Our snow dragon building competitions are famous. Mm-hmm. I've never heard of those. Oh. But they do sound intriguing. When I was young, one of my favorite stories the Elysian told me was that was of the ever-burning flame. It is said to have been a gift from Leviathan to the first mortals. Along with it, he bestowed the power of elemental manipulation upon his chosen. I vaguely recall there being another version where one of his guardians stole the flame from him instead. Blasphemous hearsay is all that is. We should be thankful for the gifts he has given us. I've always wanted to pay my respects to the flame. And it just happens to still be burning in an ancient temple in the Highlands, keeping the hope of Asteria alive for eternity. So I'm looking forward to seeing it in person sooner rather than later, and with a local guide nonetheless. Interesting. I've never visited it before either, but I once went to the Autumn Glow Festival in Varika. You can see the temple from there. The Autumn Glow Festival? What's that about? I'm sure he can tell you all about it another time. Please, let's get back to the quest. Alright, let's continue. I guess. It's just one question. Fine, Fine, one more. I didn't mean to actually hit. Fine, I have one more question. What's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? What's your favorite animal? What the frick? These are not the questions I was thinking of. This is blasphemy. What's your favorite animal? I guess. Why? I'm curious. I'm not sure. I've never been asked that before. You don't know what your favorite animal is? No. Do dragons count? Do the dragons count? Not sure if you want to call a dragon an animal. You're right. That would be blasphemous. It would also be correct and funny, but their egos wouldn't take it. Tia, we have to figure out what your favorite animal is. I meant to say food. Food makes sense for a tavern. No? At least I think so. It would make sense for a tavern. And they were, whatever. Why? It doesn't matter. Of course it does. Getting to know yourself is one of the most wonderful experiences in the universe. I know myself. And yet you don't know what your favorite animal is. But don't worry, we'll figure it out together. Doesn't that sound fun, Tia? It doesn't. But, thank you. Of course. Now, the quest. Of course. Should I add a quest about finding out what your favorite animal is? Yes! No. Don't worry, Innkeeper. I'll put one together myself. Thank you, Clay. So, I'm assuming you're going together? Unfortunately, I was going to go alone, but Clay insisted on coming along. Why is that unfortunate? It's a very dangerous quest, and he is not practiced in the ways of a divine warrior. Could you imagine if he tried to befriend some bleak stalkers? That'd make for a fun story, I think. But if you really want to do this alone, you could just go by yourself. Who would make her soup then? Exactly. That makes sense. Plus, I need to meet those bleak stalkers. Of course you do, Clay. You sweet, sweet man. Or whatever you are. I don't think he's actually human. Doesn't really look like it. Looks like he's almost like made of stone? I don't know. He's not human, that's all I know. I've never seen any before, and I can't wait to find out what they look like, what they like to eat. Bleak stalkers. Okay. They like to eat you. Only if they're hungry. Could you at least try to be reasonable? I am. Local creatures can be very helpful. I know they can be dangerous too. Of course, it's important to have your guard up so you can defend yourself if they're scared. Generally, if you approach anything non-violently, they'll like you more. Maybe the innkeeper can give us some extra charisma too, so we can convince them to help us out. I could offer you some honey flowers as well. They can be very inspiring, even to bleak stalkers. I think so, at least. I've never tested that one out, actually. We could test it for you. Nonsense. We need to head into this knowing we'll have to fight our way through. The name Bleak Stalkers doesn't exactly inspire confidence in their hospitality. Not to mention, there could very well be many more dangerous monsters roaming the abandoned Everbloom. We need to refresh our strength and hope that our mortal weapons will be enough to damage them. If that's of concern, I can offer you some citron. It's infused with divine properties that'll bless your weapon strikes. With a little help from the dragons, no creature should be able to withstand you, no matter how bleak. Citron can only be found deep within the Forbidden Valley. How would you even have access to that? No, I don't. Anyway, I think both of your strategies could work. Strength and citron will let you fight your way through any danger in no time. But the right mix of defense, charisma, and honey flowers might offer a more unconventional solution. Can you help us decide? I don't want to argue. Sure. You know, this entire run, I've been pretty passive. It might be this infusion because I've been very passive. I have not done strength. Like, at all. So what I need is defense and a little bit of charisma. That could be this. Or that. No, because I need 3 defense. I could do a Frosted Lagoon. I could do Frozen Snow. First Snow, not Frozen Snow. Jesus. I feel like I've always misread that. The nebula is charisma and intelligence. I might just do the first Snow. Like the sun reflecting off a frozen lake, the first snow makes you feel comfortable and safe, embracing you with its frosty taste. In between hot chocolate and frozen glaciers, you'll find yourself well equipped to hike into the snowy mountains. Yeah, we'll just do first snow. And that's with that's with this one. Right? Oh no, it was this one. Hang on. I said honey flowers. Honey flower. Honey flower is this one. Okay. Honey flower it is. So now all I need is some dexterity. And the rest, defense. Oh, I saw a fly. Perfect. A first snow. With honey flowers. I would love to hear the story about you befriending those bleak stalkers. Or, at the very least, how their teeth were no match against your armor. Or your pecs. Plus, this worked well for you last time, Tia. Let's hope I'll be lucky again. Fine. I trust your judgment, innkeeper. Good. You should. I've been very passive, and it seems to have gone well for me, so... At least I'm pretty sure I've been very passive. Where... Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. Anyway, sorry, I was putting my phone on the charger. Thank you for all your help, innkeeper. But we should get going now. Indeed. Wait, why are you in such a hurry? Yesterday I met Fable at the farmer's market, and they helped me pick out the right vegetables for the soup. And then they invited me to their barbecue on the 31st of Cassiopeia. So we need to make it back in time for that. Aw, that's so cute! You can always leave early if it takes too long. And what about you? What about me? You're also coming. I have to work. you also have to eat. Saving the world is bound to make you hungry. She's right, that's a waste of time. And you might even have fun. Who knows? I will consider it. Let's hurry then. Let's! Innkeeper, can you let Fable know we'll be back in time? Of course. I'll let them know as soon as they grace my tavern with their presence again. Oh yeah, Grace should know too. I think she's bringing her famous fortune nuggets. Fortune nuggets? What does that mean? What the heck? I'll tell her as well. I wish you a successful quest. It shall be so. See you soon. Bye, Clay and Tia. Oop. Oh, it's you. Greetings, innkeeper. Hello, Archie. Good to see you again. I don't remember exactly what I did for him, but I remember it being like, I don't know. I think it's funny that he's Archie. I think I said this in the episode that he like showed up where Archie and he's like a redhead, and it just makes me think of Archie from the Archie comics. Anyway, it's always a delight to be here. It makes me feel like I'm part of something bigger already. I'm glad to hear that. Speaking of which, were you able to find help those farmers out? Oh yes, talking to Fable was truly inspiring. They were so right. The farmers really had no interest in gold or other riches. So instead, I helped them with reconstructing their land, barns, houses, with my own 2 hands. I even got some blisters from it, remnants of my first ever heroic deed. Very exciting and painful. Now that I think about it, do you have a recipe for a drink that could help out in this specific situation? I want to be able to help every single farmer with ease. I want to lift the heaviest logs and steel myself for the most stubborn splinters. You're right. A drink like that is still missing from my recipe book. Let me think of something. Oh, thank you dearly. When I was making my way to your tavern, I walked past an astonishing duo of adventurers. A stunning seraph and a massive half-giant. That's right, he's a giant. They were so utterly impressive. I inspire to be like them someday. It feels like I'm in a book. Like I delved headfirst into one of those stories on my bookshelf. Magic and adventures surrounding me with every step, and unknown lurking dangers in the shadows. This is so exciting. This is all so exciting. But now I'm just daydreaming. Originally, I came here seeking one of your magical drinks. Of course, what would you like? Preferably something that will help me defend myself from devious dangers, like splinters in my hands. The drink I had last time I presume it did something, but those splinters were a real nuisance. I'll tell you that. I got you, don't worry. I'm assuming he wants the steel tonic. I need to add something to this. What do I need to add? What do I need to add? I need something that adds strength and or dexterity. And nothing else. I don't need something that minuses dexterity. Unless I did that. And that could work. But I don't need, he doesn't need fire resistance. Oh shoot. Hang on. What distills with the steel tonic running through your veins, you can become the buff party tank of your dreams. Its cooling qualities mixed with a surprising spicy aroma boosts your vitality to new heights and leaves you impenetrable to damage. That is, if they are even fast enough to hit you. I have to run this recipe. I think I might try to restart. I feel like the infusions should possibly be this one or this one. Fire resistance is great when fighting enemies that wish to burn you to ashes. Frost armor is the ultimate solution when it comes to protection against anything, whether physical or magical. A bit cold, but nothing a blanket can't fix. Okay, I might do frost armor then. That would mean I need 1 strength and 2 defense. And then dexterity. So I need the frost pine cone. Perfect. And 1 and then 2. Huh. And dexterity. Perfect. I'm so smart. Protection against your arc. I'm trying it again. Protection against your arch nemesis, splinters. Here you go. I can already feel my skin getting tougher. Helping people grow calluses is my secret party trick. Maybe I should bring my friend here someday. Your drink mixing magic is quite peculiar, really. Oh, your friend? Is he from Winmore as well? That is correct. I've known him since we were kids. Mostly due to our parents being of similar wealth and influence. I think we were kind of chosen to be friends. We decided to write each other letters when he's not here in Zenth. He's actually in a kind of dire situation right now. See, he's a diplomat, deeply involved in the whole Daira mainland negotiations. Due to him nearly getting kidnapped during his last business trip to Daira, he decided to fire his entire personal security crew. If you ask me, his reaction was a little over the top, but I don't interfere with his decisions, so now he doesn't have any bodyguards, and I would like to help him. But honestly, I have no clue what I should do. He definitely doesn't need my money. Just like the farmers didn't. He's got more than enough of it as it is. I mean, if you're brave enough, you could volunteer to be his bodyguard. Splendid idea. I think... I like how you think, innkeeper. But I don't know if I'd be strong enough. Even with your magically infused drinks. He might need more protection than I could offer. Well, I still do that thing with the quests. Oh, you're right. I could just hang up a quest on your billboard. And then some brave adventurers will offer to help us out. My friend means the world to me. I would never forgive myself if something happened to him. So you're looking for the best bodyguards in Zenith? Absolutely. Well, I already have some folks in mind that are more than qualified to do the job. Let's just hope my quest writing skills are enough to attract just the right people. Do you write a lot? Nope. Yes. Sometimes. I love to write stories about cunning and courageous adventurers. Somehow, they always manage to get out of the most dreadful situations by cheating death multiple times. But writing doesn't really fit the image of a heroic adventurer himself, does it? Why would I dream of other people's journeys if I could live the tales myself? You got a fair point. Also, it's always easier to write about things you've experienced firsthand. Absolutely! Oh, I can't wait to see my friend again and help him out. I'll be more than prepared. Fable also offered to teach me how to use a bow. How could I say no to such an enticing offer? Getting taught by the Fable of Ashen Grove themselves? It's more than I could ever have dreamed of. They also mentioned another friend of theirs, an imposing Vukakin lady named Kirlin. Oh my goodness, oh no. I accidentally, drastically turned down my volume. I just fixed it though, don't worry. That's why I put my mouse up here towards the burb. I don't know if you could see can you see no, you can't see the little, volume bar up there. Anyway. Do you know her by any chance? Oh, Lynn? Yes, I know her quite well. She's quite the local legend. I'm surprised you hadn't heard of her. She single-handedly outsmarted a wyvern chimera. That's incredible! This tavern is full of hidden treasures. Apparently Lady Carolyn is bored because her newest protege is on a mission and hasn't returned yet. So she'll be joining my trading with Fable. Oh, you're in for a ride. How thrilling! I nearly can't contain my excitement. But for now, I've got to think Sorry, there's a fly running around, or flying around, and I was trying to get it, and so I was clapping. My apologies. I didn't get it, though, unfortunately. Anyway, but for now, I've got to think of the right words for the job posting. Don't worry about that. Assembling quests for patrons is one of my services. Really? That would be so helpful. I got you. You'll have the perfect crew of bodyguards for your friend assembled in no time. Trust me. Thank you so much, and also, thank you for the drink. Coming here is always a delightful source of inspiration. I'm always happy to help. Until then, innkeeper. See you next time, adventurer. Ooh. Hiya, how's it going? Hello, well, come on in. This is a cute little tavern. I'm not gonna lie. Wasn't that convinced from the outside, but the interior is really adorable. I'm glad. Are you accustomed to more opulent exteriors? For sure. But I do enjoy the cozy feeling of a simple tavern. You know, it's always good being away from the hustle and bustle of the big city sometimes. I get that. Are you new in town? I am. How'd you know? It's been a while since I last saw a phantasm around here, that's all. I just took a guess. Ah, I see. I came here straight from the capital. Just needed a moment to breathe. You get me? Oh, excuse me. Oh, I do. That's why I settled. I did not like that delivery. I'm so sorry. Oh, I do. That's why I settled here on the outskirts of Zenith. This town is big enough for me, and it is big enough for me to never run out of work, but small enough to not feel overwhelmed. Yeah, exactly. So you run this business in Keep? Correct. Just me, my familiar, and this tavern. Oh, and all the regulars that come in here, of course. Of course. And with whom do I have the pleasure today? Perhaps one of my next regulars? Who knows? Maybe. My name's Voyage, but you may call me Voy. Okay. Alright, Voy. Got it. What can I do for you today? Well, I mean, a drink would be the way to go, I suppose. Wait, don't tell me you haven't heard of me. Not yet, I'm afraid. I suppose I should have? I'm the Voy. The famous bard. Ring any bells? Nope. Nope. That was insane. Oh no, I've offended Voy. Well, I guess you'll have to get to know me then. And what better way to do so than with a fine drink made by the finest innkeeper? You're a real sweet talker, aren't you? I guess I am. Yeah. Is there something specific you would like? No. Surprise me with something that'll make me even more irresistible, like a real Prince Charming. So charm. Okay. That's intelligence. That's defense. Charm. Do I do Sunny breeze? Or should I do something, or should I do a spoken heart? Delicious sunny breeze will melt your tensions and blow away your stresses, leading to enhanced charm, focus, and reflexes. It tastes like a pleasant wind flowing through the woods on a warm summer day. Very popular among bards and rangers. Okay, I'm doing this one. I'm glad I read it. Probably should do which one's inspiration? I think it's the fist, right? Yes. So you should probably do honey flower in this. Yes. So honey flower. Perfect. Now I just need intelligence and charisma. Yay! A sunny breeze. It kind of looks like a looking at it, it made me think of Rapunzel because it was purple and yellow. And of course it would. Of course it would. May this drink give you an untwistable silver tongue. Oh, this is good. Nearly as good as my musical talent. I have a feeling this drink might influence your next performance. Will it boost my charisma even further? You'll have to wait and see. Let's just say you might want to come back afterwards to get another drink. Oh, now you're teasing me. How about you tell me more about you now? Didn't you want me to get to know you better? Hold on tight to your counter, innkeeper, because I'm about to knock your socks off. Blow your socks off, knock your socks off, whatever. Bring it on. So, right in front of you is the one and only Voy, traveler of lands, stealer of hearts, and the most famous bard in all of Fezoa. Not only because of his immaculate talent, but also because of his good looks, I might add. I'm fairly impressed. Of course you are. Might ask for an autograph later then. But what brings you here, Voy? As I said, I just needed a breath of fresh air. A short break from the big city. Is it hard being famous? Not really, no. Maybe a little bit, sometimes. But making music and performing is my job, and I absolutely love it. So it's not a big deal, really. It just makes me cherish the quieter moments. Makes sense to me. It would be cool if I kept you and your little familiar company for a bit. Would it be cool if I kept you and your little familiar company for a bit? Absolutely. Make yourself at home. Nice. Ooh. Hello there, traveler. How can I help you? Usually it's my role to ask that, but given the circumstances, I'll humor you. Well, this is my tavern. And it has come a long way. Love the color of the walls. A new coat? It's been a good few years since my last renovation. But yes, I thought it was time to accept some change into my life. Thought so. What is life if not the constant changing to itself, to the self? How I missed your endless wisdom, Quincy. I can only imagine, innkeeper. You look like you might be in need of a refreshment. How about a drink? Yeah, long journey. Surprised me with something as charismatic as your little establishment. Aww. What I realized, or I noticed, Quincy there has 3 fingers. It's kind of neat. Charisma. I might just give him a spoken heart. Great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. That's hilarious. I don't really want to give him a sunny breeze like Voy there, so we're just gonna give him a spoken heart. Make it easier for myself. Don't have to calculate with oh, that's too much. Perfect. Don't have to calculate with an infusion. Is what I'm wanting to not do. Okay, so spoken heart. And I need a picture. If I remember the right. Perfect. Perfect. A picture taken. Here you go. Liquid charisma. My specialty. This tastes magical. Seems like you've improved a good deal since last time. Practice makes perfect after all. Indeed. So, what brings you to this corner of the worlds? Ah, I'm looking for the feathers of a particular little bird. Peculiar little bird. They're said to only reside in this neighborhood, or continent, rather. What bird? They're the golden loon. The golden loon. Didn't mean to eavesdrop, but the golden loon? They're quite beautiful to behold. I don't know if that was right, but oh well. If I were you, I'd look for them near a big lake. That's where they usually hang out. But only in Fesoa. Hence why I came all this way. Oh, plumage of gold, glistening in the lights of day. A traveler's bold. That would be a very poetic way to greet them. Tell that to the stupid song of Vigor Guild. They didn't like it? Nah, they don't like anything that isn't mainstream. Like subtext. But isn't that what lyrical works are all about? Pouring your heart and soul into something for others to take in? And only if you push away the layers and read between the lines will you find the true meaning. Exactly my thinking. It's just that now I'm afraid that they'll laugh at me. Or remember me as the bard without a heart. All because they don't understand. You know, there's nothing wrong with being afraid. Fear can sometimes keep us safe from danger. But something to keep in mind is that fear does not stop death. it stops life. Sorry, that took me by surprise. That caught me off guard. Fear doesn't stop death, it stops life. That's beautiful.
Sorry.
That's beautiful. Like, no joke, writing that down. Fear doesn't stop death, it stops life. Stop. Yes. It stops life. There we go. And like, I just gotta use that as like an inspirational quote. Because I fear a lot of things, but I'm not gonna get into that. Okay, I don't fear a lot of things, but I fear doing things. So, and yeah, that if I use that as an inspirational quote, fear doesn't stop death. It stops life, I mean. It's so true, though. Fear is holding me back. I'm gonna just say that right now. Anyway, I might do something when I'm done with this recording. Do you enjoy your art? Yeah, and I want others to enjoy it too. I, for one, greatly enjoyed your Golden Loom haiku. Me too. It was a bit dramatic for my taste. No, it was actually really good. Aw, Innkeeper, thank you. You shouldn't base your value on whether people like what you create or not. There'll always be those who don't get it and those who find themselves in it. Do it for the people who appreciate your art, but most importantly, do it for yourself. Holy crap, Quincy's just so inspirational. Is he like a blacksmith or something? Or another shopkeep? What does Quincy do? I'm seeing goggles here and like little vials here. What does he do? Anyway. But yeah. I'm trying to remember that I'm doing YouTube for myself. And that, I mean, yeah, I want to do it for others. Because I want to be the reason someone... I want to be the reason someone is happy. Like, I want to be the reason someone gets cheered up, you know? That's not grammatically correct. I want to cheer people up. I want to yeah. I want to be a constant thing that someone can come to whenever. That's one way to look at it. You know, I imagined all of this so differently. Way easier for sure. Moving from Tregarin, the smallest of towns, to the big city, I'd always dreamt of joining the SOV guild. And then they promptly rejected me. But I'm Voyage, and I don't give up give up because of things like that. I don't need a guild to get out there and share my music. All I need is me and my Hegeum. That's right. I've seen many people spend too much time giving attention to those who will never understand them. I really need to let go of something, but it's so hard. I'll get there eventually, I know, but it's so hard for me right now to let go of this one thing. Again, I won't get into it because I just don't want to get into it. Anyway, my 2 cents: live for what you believe in and allow others to make their own decisions. This guy is like an inspirational quote book. That's what I'm doing. Good. But unfortunately, I have to leave now. Gotta find those loons before it gets dark. It was nice having you around, Quincy. Until next time, and don't forget, take care of yourself, Innkeeper, and be safe out there, Voyage. You too. Sorry, I'm choking on something. My saliva, maybe. I don't know. Nice guy. Yes, he's an old friend. Didn't know you do friends. Perhaps we can be friends too, Innkeeper. Not yet. Oh? Maybe one day. Of course he stayed the entire day. It's Granny. I don't remember her name. Oh, is it Barbara? Welcome, Ba. Oh yeah, it's Una. Welcome, Ba. Quick, Innkeep, your strongest drink. This is an emergency. What happened? It's absolutely urgent. Relationships are on the line. Not lives? Listen, Innkeep. I'll tell you. I have a special voice for. Listen, Innkeep. I'll tell you the story, don't worry. But you gotta be a little patient because Bea really needs a drink first. Yes. Please. What do you need? The same as last time? Ooh. That one was really delicious. I'd love to taste it again, please. Got it. I'll get you something that'll make you feel as sturdy as a tree bark again. Strength. Defense, never mind. As sturdy. Oh, that makes sense. Sturdy. I think what I did was a Frosted Lagoon. Yeah, let's do Frosted Lagoon again. 1 charisma. 1 strength. And 3 defense. Perfect. There you go. My strongest drink to the rescue. Thank you. This is good. Oh, thank the dragons. That pause made me nervous. I really thought she would mess it up. Thanks for having so much faith in me, Una. Ha! You're welcome. I'm sorry, the way I delivered that was so hilarious to me, at least. Anyway. But Bea, are you feeling better now? Yes. At least a little bit. That's good to hear. Please fill me in on the situation now. I've never seen you this upset, Bea, and you have to endure the Bloom Tide Festival every year. You're right. So, I have this group of friends. They're girlfriends. We three have been inseparable for at least a few generations. But now... Very incentive to ask an emotionally vulnerable and sweet girl what's troubling her, innkeeper. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to be rude. It's okay. How about I tell her what's going on, Bea? So you don't have to strain yourself. Thank you. Okay, so, sweet Bea over here has had a long-lasting group of friends, right? Right. They're a trio, inseparable for the last few hundred years. And they're an adorable trio, might I add. The Swamp Monster, the Banshee, and the Mary Morgan. Mary Morgan. Ah yes, the Mary Morgan, the wrathful spirit that is known to drown men. I've heard she doesn't really differentiate between genders, though. Yep, that's right. Anyways, the Mary Morgan and Banshee are a couple. So I figured. Have been for a while. I recall them coming by once or twice. But right now, how should I put it? They're in a domestic dispute. For some reason, the two have completely stopped talking to each other. Sorry, tossing something in a bag of fucking chips because I don't have a damn garbage bag in my room right now. Anyway, they even refuse to show up to Bea's monthly tea parties, insisting they'll only come if the other isn't invited. Why? I don't know. It's like they don't like each other anymore. And so they won't like me anymore either. Bea, no. Bea, no. That's not how it works. They should still like you. Oh. You poor thing. It doesn't... It doesn't smell like a breakup. Let's not catastrophize. Didn't know catastrophize was a word. I don't want my friend group to fall apart. People have always left me because I scare them. I don't want them to leave me too. Oh, you poor thing. I almost want to cry. I feel so bad for Bea. She's a cool creature. Now, I'm sure they won't. Say something, innkeeper. Don't worry, Bea. Even if they do break up, you'll be fine. You'll find new friends, I'm sure of it. Now that's reassuring. I'm just trying to be realistic. Don't listen to her. But what if she's right? What if they do? What if they do break up? What if they really leave me? I just wish there was something I could do to help them. If I might just add my 2 cents real quick. Hi, I'm Voy. That's short for Voyage. You may have heard of me before. I'm pretty famous. No. Doesn't ring any bells, sorry. Anyway. So, Bea, that's your name, right? Mm-hmm. What's keeping you from getting to know other people? Like, you seem really chill. Well, usually everyone's afraid of me. But the innkeeper has always been nice to me. I trust them. And I've known Una for a while now. Didn't she pick up endangered flowers from your backyard last time you met? Didn't you pick endangered flowers from your... Yes. The bouquet was really cute. I know, right? You meet a lot of people when you travel across the lands looking for potential clients and work. And honestly, I've seen stranger creatures than her in my years as an adventurer. Bea is also really cute under all that moss and kelp. Oh, shush. I mean, you might look a little terrifying, that's true. But maybe you just have to figure out how to get through to people. I'm sure they'd want to be your friends. I don't know about that. Usually they try to burn me. Luckily, I don't scare easily. Ooh, what a nice metaphor. Might have to use that in a new song, if you don't mind. People hurting you over and over again just because they're afraid. Exes leaving you, but you always manage to get over them. It's not a metaphor. Once every few moons, people surround me with torches and pitchforks. Oh. Well, that's unfortunate. You don't say, kid. But honestly, I know how you feel. Sometimes facing people is terrifying when you feel so different. But there's always something to love about everyone, like my handsome smile or enchanting voice. Maybe people would enjoy my spa. You run a spa? That's fantastic! Yes. You should come visit sometime. Voy, that's short for voyage. Just Voy is fine. Do you want to come, Una? I'd love to, yes. There's nothing more soothing for old bones than a nice swamp bath. Hee hee hee. Do you get a lot of customers? No. None. Maybe I can change that. Let me advertise your spa at my next performance. I would love that. Thank you. No worries, Bea. But let's get back to your girlfriends. Innkeep, do you know someone that could help them out? This situation is kind of tricky. They might need a mediator. I can absolutely hang up a quest for you if you want. That would be great. Thank you so much. Of course, making my patrons happy is part of my job. Now who's the sweet talker, huh? But now I have to wait, right? Yes, unfortunately. How about you show us around your spa in the meantime? It would be my pleasure. And once we're back, there will be a solution for your two friends. No pressure. There's a millennium-long friendship on the line, remember that. Absolutely no pressure. I'll see what I can do. Thank you. See you then, Innkeep. Yeah, see ya. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Oh, I can't wait to feel how smooth my skin is after a mud mask. You think I can take my crochet hook with me? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. Uh-oh. I have a couple things. Okay. Okay. And... haha. There we go. The Mary Morgan, known for her her passion for drowning trespassers, and the Banshee, singer of bone-shattering songs in the Lonesome Lagoon, are two terrifying creatures in love. But because of a mysterious dispute, their relationship is on the line, and their best friend, the Swamp Witch Bea, would do anything to keep her friend group from shattering. Couples counselors sorely needed. Legends or clerics say that the first flame Leviathan ever bestowed upon mankind still burns in the temple in the highlands. The capital is wrapped in roots protected by the divine according to a myth as ancient as time. These are the roots of the Aether tree. Lynn's great sword once belonged to her grandmother. Allegedly, it's a gift from the dragons themselves. Very impressive, if true. Not what I need. I don't think that's what I need. Strangers come to town. He likes plum crepes and spooky armor. A diplomat fired his... Oh, that's what I need to do. A diplomat fired his entire personal guard and is now looking for new fighters to protect him from the dangers of a business trip. There seems to be very unsafe at the moment, at least if you're cattle. That's not what I need. think that's it. Cool. Political tension ensued when the canal bridge connecting Daira to the mainland collapsed. Essentially because spinal rhinos can't exactly be held responsible. The ambassador tasked with solving this mess is a young noble, and his worried best friend insists he's still in dire need of a new personal guard, especially since the roads are unsafe for travelers lately. If those travelers are cattle anyway. Cool. I got 2 quests, and that's the end. And I'm gonna be honest, I gotta put 2 clips together for this video. Okay, not clips, but I have to put 2 recordings together because earlier I had accidentally ended the recording instead of pausing it. Anyway, it's okay. We'll pick this back up later. Gotta save. Yes. Save. Perfect. And, yeah. I'm really enjoying Tavern Talk. It is so fun. It's strenuous on my reading skills, but I feel like I'm actually improving, so that's all that matters, is that I'm improving on reading aloud. At least personally, I like that factor. Anyway, this is the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be seeing you in the next one. This is Paper Girl 1 signing off.